real job and you.
Let me pause this. Let me full screen it. Does this have background music?
You actually stream.
No. So I'm gonna hit next. Hit play.
You can't have an opinion on that unless you actually work the.
Oh, just to read you the headline. Just because you hate your job doesn't mean your job is hard. Yusuf says that streaming is harder than a 9-to-5 due to being unable to mentally clock out. Now, I heard the first sentence he said, and I was like, and I looked at the headline and I was like, if that's true, this nigga might actually have a point. This nigga might actually be cooking a little bit for once. So I wanted to pull it up on stream and look at it and see if they just took a good quote out of an ass speech and an ass point, or if he had a good point.
The real job and you actually stream. You can't have an opinion on that unless you actually work the real job and you actually stream. If you didn't do both, you can't have an opinion, bro.
Which is fair, cause what is one thing I've said the last time I like told about this topic on stream, like over quickly. I was talking about it in chat in a video, so I don't think it's archived. But basically, I said the same thing. I said I think it's more difficult to work a 9-to-5 because a 9-to-5 is more vague, but a lot of people don't realize the difficulties that come with streaming. Because a lot of niggas think you just cut on a camera and you just go, I'm gonna play Fortnite, guys. And then niggas just send you millions of fucking dollars. Like, no, bro, not everybody's guys not everybody has that type of budget. Not everybody has that type of audience. And even in his case, he's one of the few people that I could say really built up an audience to a crazy amount and then just took it out of the sphere, went somewhere else with it. So it's not as easy as you think, but compared to like how vague 9-to-5 is, yeah, stream is way less difficult.
That's just the truth. When I worked, dude, chat, I used to work one of the hardest jobs on planet Earth, bro. I was working hard, bro. Like, it took a lot of
What was it?
And a lot of time, bro.
What was it?
Really, really difficult job, bro. I had to do a lot of shit. And streaming is still harder, bro. If you go to work once 5 p.m. hits, you don't have to think about that shit at all. You could go home, golf for 20 hours before you clock back in, and you're good, bro. People confuse.
He is right in certain context. Because, like, for example, if you're a teacher, that's not the case. Whenever you work on salary, that's definitely not the case. Where people work on salary have more flexible hours and availability on average, but that's not 100% the case. And like certain positions, like retail positions and stuff like that, like, or like a receptionist, certain office-y stuff like that, yeah, that's more true. But I mean, certain less office-y stuff like that, that's more true. But in like office type positions, teacher type positions like, I don't know, like if you're like an architect or something like that in construction, sometimes you got to take your homework with you. That is what it is. That's how the field is. Or even, well, our artist isn't a 9-to-5.
Your job with it being hard, bro. Just because you hate your job doesn't mean your job is hard.
That's also a factual statement too. Hey, I've been saying this for fucking years, but I don't really fully understand the idea of staying long term at a job you fucking hate. You hate this job so much, but you won't look for it. I don't know. That sounds stupid as fuck to me. Why would you sign up for a job you hate this fucking much?
You get what I'm saying? Having to constantly see a million times a day people talking about you, people saying shit, people doing this, people doing that. You don't have to deal with that with a normal fucking job. You don't. Oh God, you don't. Like if...
See, that's a case-by-case basis. That's a very, very case-by-case basis statement. Because, for example, if you work as a retail worker, you might just have a crazy nigga come in the store one day and just start calling everybody slurs and start spitting on people. Versus if you work in a job as a teacher, you might be trying to teach some of the kids in the class something important, and one of the students might just say fuck you, and you send that kid to detention. You walking out to the parking lot trying to go to your car, All you know is you leaning up against your car like this and your back feel wet and hot. Oh shit, this little nigga done stabbed me. Now you sliding down a car in a hospital because you told the kid, you embarrassed the kid and told him to go to detention. So, and with the streaming side of things, it's also weird because sometimes people could just randomly stalk the fuck out of you. And I don't want to hear none of that. Oh, that's only if you're one of those streamers that's shitting up there with your ass and tits. I personally know streamers that are dudes and streamers that are females that don't have their ass and tits out all day or at all, no workout videos, nothing. I still get stopped. So I don't want to hear that. Oh, that's only a thing that happens to females. No, it's not. No, it's not. Like I said, I don't think either one is harder than the other. I don't think either one is significantly harder than the other. But if we're grouping all 9-to-5 jobs into one category versus separating all content creation from streaming, saying streaming specifically to all 9-to-5s, then yeah, technically 9-to-5s would be harder because that's more vague. But excuse me, if we go job for job, it's not the same because like, one good thing about 9-to-5s is you know when the fuck you're being paid, and there's laws in place for how much you're supposed to get paid based upon how much work you do. There's quantifiable means and unions and systems and all these kinds of systems in place for you to make a guaranteed amount of money so you don't have to wonder how much money you're making for this shit. You're not doing all this hard ass work potentially for fucking free because of a goddamn algorithm. And streaming, if you don't please the algorithm, whatever it takes to please that algorithm, you could do hundreds of thousands of dollars. You could do millions of dollars worth of work for 5 fucking views, no AdSense. You go to a job, you do 1 hour worth of work, you get 1 hour worth of pay. So in New York, that's $15. You do 1 hour worth of work, you get $15. 2 hours worth of work, you get $30. 4 hours worth of work, $60. 8 hours worth of work, 180 hours. In a week, you can't work more than 40 hours. So like, you could quantify how much you're getting paid and stuff like that. And then there's rights. A company can't overwork you and make you work 7 days a week. Versus streaming, you could stream 7 days a week for 8 hours a day and make $100. There's niggas that stream once a week, get up on stream, they get subs, they get donations, super chats, whatever the fuck platform they're on, and they make 10 bands. And stream for 2 hours, get the fuck off, don't stream for the rest of the damn month. So it's no standardization in streaming, and a lot of people that say that streaming is easy have never actually booted up a camera and turned on a stream. Like I said, they they go on and scroll on Instagram and they see DJ Academics repost a Kai Cenat clip again, and they go, man, this nigga just, all he has to do is wake up and have fun every day, money. Not knowing how hard he worked to build his platform. Fuck out of here.
If fucking Kevin Hart said making movies is harder than a 9-to-5, nobody would give a fuck. But when a streamer says it, it's the biggest deal in the world, bro.
That is a fact. That is a fact, because it's a disrespected job, and a lot of people, like I said, they still think streaming is just you sitting there yelling into your mic for however many hours, and niggas just give you a bunch of big bankroll of money. That's not the case. That is not the case. What you're looking at and what you're seeing is, what's the name of the term? Not survivor's remorse. Survivor's bias. Because if you look into the statistics, statistically speaking, only 1% of people on any given social media platform are making money on that said given platform. And then out of that 1% of people making money on that platform, less than half of that, less than 50% of the 1%, like 1% of the 1% of the 1, that type of low numbers. Half of that 1% is making a livable amount. And in livable, all depends on where you live. Because, for example, livable wages in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, Arkansas, is not the same as if you live in New York, one of the most expensive places on earth to live. So, livable is a very, very vague number. So, really, and most people's definition of livable is super freaking rich on $100,000 a month. Most niggas on most platforms ain't making that. Nigga, out of the half of the 1%, out of the 50% of that 1% that actually make a livable amount off of streaming, less than 25% of those make those type of numbers that everybody thinks every streamer makes. Nigga, most of these streamers do this shit for fun. Look at how many accounts there are on Twitch. Look at how many accounts there are monetized on Twitch. And look at how many accounts make a livable wage according to their state on Twitch. And like I said, you will find out, damn, those numbers go crazy. One thing I also wanna talk about is how this nigga is crazy. Wait, what did I say? Nigga came back from hell just to get banished to ban world. But long story short, there was a rumor a little while ago that this man, you know, the Game is Game dude, passed away. And he came back to streaming and said, no, I never passed away. I just took a break from the internet. Cool, whatever. Niggas started assuming and making shit up, and he's just saying, hey, y'all niggas is getting that shit from unofficial sources. I don't know where the fuck y'all got it from. It was probably like a tweet or a quote on a post or something that was taken out of context. I don't really know how the fuck he got a death rumor on his head and he was still alive this whole time. But what isn't alive is his goddamn channel, because the life of his channel has been terminated. Now, they say illicit substances, but I'll say it like this. Fence. He went on stream, and I seen the clip. I'm not going to show it because of TOS, but I can report on it. He had a straw and some foil and a lighter, and on stream, he was smoking Fent. I'm not joking. This nigga was smoking Fent, streaming on YouTube. Now, of all websites, I don't know why the fuck you would do that on YouTube. That's some shit you take your ass to Rumble and do. You don't do that type shit on YouTube. That's how you get your channel clacked up. But a lot of the Game is Game shit he was saying, some of it I do think was jokes. But a few of those I think was real, because if you see the way that this dude acts and talks, it's like, nah, bro. It's real hard to take the clips I seen and like the videos I seen of this nigga. It's real hard to take them shits out of context. Some of them are like, some of the worst clips I seen from him are worse in context than out of context. Because at first the clip I seen of him smoking Fent, like, I was like, you know what? Maybe we could write this off as a joke. Maybe this is like editing or somebody exaggerating. Then I seen the clip and I was like, you know what? Maybe it isn't actually Fent in there or nothing like that. Then I seen him talk about it and I seen him set everything up and I was like, I'm no expert on drugs, but I do know a thing or two, and he really did that shit. That wasn't a skit, that wasn't a prank, that wasn't a joke. He really did that shit. We gotta stop giving assholes platforms. Like I always say, shit like this genuinely doesn't come to my platform. Like, even with the Game is Game dude, I never learned about his content until like people brung his content to me. Like, I have never naturally seen one of his videos on my fucking timeline. It's always a third-party source or a third-party clip of somebody else clipping his videos or re-uploading his videos or some shit. And in a context like this, and a comments of an Instagram post relevant to it, I'll see a clip. I wanted to bring this up mostly to say, you people got to curate your fucking For You page. Stop letting your For You pages tell you what the fuck you like. Curate your For You page and tell your For You page what you like. Don't let that shit tell you what you like, because that's how you get bullshit content promoted to you, and that's how you do shit like make fucking weirdos like him famous. Like, I'm not gonna hold the responsibility of him being famous on him, because the way he got this way is because people watch this shit, they like this shit, they reshare this shit, they made videos talking about this shit. And I know you may be going, oh, you're part of the problem, da da da. No, I'm not, because I'm trying to tell you how to get rid of the problem. Because I promise you, in 10 years, nobody will know about this nigga except people like me who remember every little niche internet reference ever that they ever came across. But in 10 years, somebody exactly like this nigga will pop up and Whatever happens then is what happens, but somebody exactly like this nigga will pop up. There's been people like him who have already popped up who I could name that'll give you fucking flashbacks like Leafy is here. Y'all niggas remember him? Same content, different level of extremism. I'll give you an even closer example. Nico, Andrew Tate. The same fucking thing over and over. Stop letting your algorithm tell you what you like. And you tell your algorithm what you like. Like the way I like to describe it to people is, are you a person or is your algorithm a person? You're the person. You tell your phone what you like. Don't let your phone tell you what you like. Your phone is not a thinking, breathing thing. Well, even if it's not breathing, still, your phone doesn't have a conscience. It doesn't have desires. It's a fucking algorithm based on what you interact with. If you see a post with some fuck shit, off the first second of the post, scroll. You don't want to see this person walk around and have a mental health issue, butt naked, rolling around in the middle of the street saying, I got laced with fentanyl, I'm finna have gay sex with a judge. You don't want to see that, so why are you watching that and sharing it to other people saying, man, don't do drugs, kids, drugs. No, don't do that. Don't do that, because then your algorithm says, well, if this person liked it so much that they thought other people would like it, maybe we should recommend it to this person's algorithm. Oh, this person shared the video. This person saved the video to watch for later. This person downloaded the video. This person shared the video. This person liked the video. This person liked the video. This person shared the video. This person made a video about that video. So on and so forth. What is the algorithm going to say? The algorithm is going to say, oh, people like that content. Whether it's good or bad reasons, the algorithm is going to go, people like that content. Let's push it out more. Stop that shit from coming to your algorithm. And even if you can't stop niggas like this from becoming famous, learn to curate your algorithm. Learn to hit not interested. Learn to scroll. Learn to cut your app the fuck off and read a book. Read an article, nigga. Learn to take back control of your algorithm. There's a reason why whenever I go to YouTube, hold up, let me turn the extension off before I go to the website. There's a reason why when y'all go to YouTube, it looks like this and it loads up all this shit with all these pretty thumbnails that are designed to give you emotional stimuli and make you say, I want to click here. I see Megan Thee Stallion, but I love Caleb City's videos. I want to watch it now. But I also love Mega Man, and I also love hearing about video game failures. But I also like technology, so I want to click on this tech video. But I like Penguin Zero, and whatever he has about. But I also like playing Mortal Kombat. Your brain is going left and right. All these thumbnails are made by people who have mastered and very, very hardly worked on the art of grabbing your attention. That's why when I go on YouTube, I have an extension that makes it look like this. Look, no matter how many times I reload YouTube, it's going to appear blank. I don't see nothing. Please use tools like this. And this tool specifically is called Unhook. You could see it over there. You could go in the Chrome Web Store, get it, it's free. You could turn off whatever you want to turn off. Use tools like this to take your fucking attention back. Do not let these damn algorithms trick you and fool you into staying on these websites forever. But it's funny that I talked about YouTube that much when we got an article talking about YouTube is getting into the digital gifting game. Is YouTube trying to make a comeback? Let's see. Basically I heard that YouTube is adding a feature where you could get this is literally just a TikTok shit. YouTube said, yo TikTok, y'all about to be banned in a little bit. What's y'all most popular thing and for live streams? NPC streamers. Man, y'all got NPC streamers. Okay, how does NPC streamers work? Okay, they stand there and they ask for different gifts. Okay, so when TikTok potentially gets shut down, people are gonna go somewhere else for this content. Let's implement those features on our platform so they come to us for this content. That's what this is, in case y'all are not peeping the play out. So why the fuck they would do this? Because people who are more likely to be in my demographic, we might go, this shit is stupid. I wasn't doing it on TikTok in the first place. But if Miles Morales and Pinky Doll can run up a fucking bag and make $1 million doing this shit, and this is all fueled and funded by people paying for it, obviously if it's not you paying for it, somebody else is. So let's read on. The feature blah, blah, on YouTube, gifts you send live streams will appear on screen and add to their earnings, called rubies, valued at 1 cent each. YouTube says there's no fixed revenue share since the cost of jewels can change based on promotions. Basically, translation, we're gonna charge, if you're on a popular person's page, we're gonna make the shit cost $5. If you're on a nobody's page, we're gonna make the shit cost 1 cent. As long we want you to buy the shit by any means necessary. So the amount, YouTube will give a bonus 50% on earnings to eligible creators. If you're actually making us money, we're gonna give you a higher kickback. YouTube will give a bonus 50% and up to an additional $1,000 per month. When those platforms potentially shut down or they get scared enough to jump ship, we want them to jump to our ship so much that we're willing to pay them more than we think they're worth. Creators can only receive gifts on vertical live streams. If it wasn't clear that before I scrolled, I knew this shit was aimed at yes. Gang gang, gang gang. Oh, is that a galaxy? Whoa! If it wasn't clear that it was aimed towards those streamers. Copy lame shit. Directly on YouTube or through third-party streaming software. Imagine niggas doing this shit through OBS. That would be a brain fuck. And viewers can only give items while using the YouTube mobile app. I don't know what makes it more obvious. Once a creator enables gifts for their account, they can no longer receive YouTube super sticker from friends. They're not gonna give a fuck. More people like sending roses and these goofy ass gifts more than other shit. YouTube may have noticed the success which can be addictive for viewers. For instance, one lady spent her inheritance gifting streamers. Another stole $300,000 from her church. Ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way niggas was listening to my songs in 2021 and was really acting them out. I just scammed my church and they think God gave them a blessing. Like, what? And spent it on digital coins. Nah, that's fucking crazy. 300,000? That mean, cause like, alright, I don't know if y'all know how churches work, but unless you're going to a fucking mega church, you're not stealing that all at once. Unless you're going to a Joel Osteen type church where they got infinite money, you're not stealing 300,000 one Sunday. So that means over multiple Sundays, she stole money out of God's house to gift, probably to gift to a nigga like this with a fucking hair dryer and a piece of popcorn in it, doing this. Pretending to be a goofy ass character. Shit. Lord Jesus, my people. Free my people. Free my people. Free my people from paying. Another thing I just wanted to point out real quick. I just want to read this. If you are a Xitter user, I just want you to know that your posts are subject to be used by AI. Now, this has already been a thing because if y'all remember way back, I don't remember the name of the AI, but if you remember this scenario, you can vouch for it. There was somebody who had the brilliant idea to train a large language model. So basically, early version of ChatGPT, not exactly ChatGPT, but how ChatGPT responds like somebody is sitting there texting. They were training something similar to that using tweets. And the reason why that story was popular because it read every tweet on Twitter and would make tweets based on the way that people on Twitter talk And within a day, it just started calling people the worst slurs imaginable. And within a week, they had to shut that shit down because they couldn't get it to not stop calling people out their name and stop being mean for no absolute reason. So stuff like this where they're using Xitter posts, well back then Twitter posts for artificial intelligence, large language model training, which is really just machine learning with extra steps, rebranded TM. But anyway, now Xitter specifically is doing it. User posts will be used for AI training and development. There's no option to opt out of this data usage. So if you have a Twitter account and you post any art to your Twitter, they can now use that. Even if you posted it in 2010, they're now legally allowed to use that. Any tweets you make, they're allowed to use it to train their large language model. Any videos, any voice audio you use, they're allowed to use that to train their artificial intelligence. Anything you post, they're allowed to use it, and you can't say no. Only way you can say no is to opt out of the platform, delete your account. The platform now has a global non-exclusive license to use and modify content. If they want to take your tweet and make it say something that it didn't originally say, they now got the freedom to do that. Content can be shared with third parties for AI development. Whoever the fuck they want to sell your images to, they can. The changes will take effect November 15, 2024. So as of the day of this recording, anything you have ever posted on Xitter is now legally allowed to be used to AI train whatever the fuck they want to do. And this I made on purpose, linked to my next article where I talk about how not even Spotify is safe from AI slop. Now, there's a bunch of videos that go into this topic a little bit better than me, but basically, not TikTok. Basically, Spotify has had a problem where in the past, not AI related so much, but in the past, where they will upload instrumentals made by like people that Spotify contracted, where they will put it on their platform and get the ad revenue from that and send it to themselves. So instead of letting actual artists make money off of their music, they would take that money out of people like me's pockets. Because in case y'all don't know, the link for it is everywhere on my fucking page. But I make music. I make money off of Spotify, primarily Spotify. I make money off of other platforms as well. My second most is TikTok. And to be honest, from 2019 to now, I've probably made $15 fucking off of TikTok. I'm gonna keep it a band. And that's my second highest. Well, actually, no, it might be behind Apple. But last time I checked was was at least a year ago. So that's my second high. At that, whenever I last checked. And my highest is Spotify. And it's alright, I already barely make money on Spotify. I get like fucking 50,000 views a month on Spotify, and I make like damn $30, $40 a month. 1 month I got lucky and they back paid me and I made $100. And that month was the highest month in my Spotify history of views I've ever gotten. It was something like I got 100,000 views in like 2 months or something like that. So yeah, not only are Spotify payouts are shit, not only do they do the best that they can to pay themselves money that should go to actual artists, now they're not even, they said, yo, but I don't know if this is Spotify or not, but now it's like, yo, fuck the third part, fuck the fact that now you gotta fight past shitty payouts because of a non-standardized, non-legalized system. You gotta fight against an algorithm designed to suppress your music if you're not the biggest fucking acts in music. Not only do you have to fight past the fact that there's so many people that are scamming and manipulating the algorithm with fake music, that also includes Spotify as well as third-party people. Also, you have to fight against botting, because I don't bot my own damn music. I don't pay for bots on my music. There's a lot of people that pay for bots and botting services to bot their music. So not only do I have to fight past all those other things, now I gotta fight past AI. Blood cloud. Oh my god. It never fucking ends. It never fucking ends. So where's this person? Elizabeth first noticed something weird when a health album dropped on her Spotify new release radar, except the cover design was funny. Let's look at it. The fuck? What is that? Is that the picture? And there's no way that could be the fucking picture. That looks ass. And it didn't look like a health album, and it wasn't. Some kind of artificial intelligence slop had been uploaded to health artist page on Spotify. One of 3 fake albums that would appear under their name that weekend. The band's X account made some jokes about it. The albums were eventually removed, and she went back to minding her own business. Then the next weekend, she saw a new Annie album had dropped. That album was more plausible. Annie had just released a new single, "The Sky Is Blue." I don't know if that's how the song's actually sung, but I just felt like doing that. But when she clicked in, when it's spelled wrong, she couldn't find it on the list of song titles. Confused, she played the album and heard Birdsong in a vaguely new agey instrumental. That didn't sound like something Annie would do. That was deeply upsetting. Well, that was upsetting to me, because if you have ears, you can definitely hear it's not our music. So she did what any normal person would do. She bitched about it in a group chat, which was how she heard that this was happening to other artists. Like a lot of artists, this had been happening. You know what? Let me check my fucking page. Why is this shit playing? See if this shit got any music I ain't uploaded on. Bitch. Threshold, protection taken. Wait a minute, isn't one missing? Oh wait, no, I didn't. Protection taken, soap. Oh baby 12, baby Drizzy, how she looks, acting. Y'all crush. Doorway, follow him in Pola, me on Thanksgiving. Yeah, go ahead, stream me on Thanksgiving. Yeah. Okay, so I don't see nothing on my. Thankfully, nothing on my shit is hacked. But I definitely know now. I gotta keep an eye on my shit. Like a lot of artists, and have been happening for months. I get one of these in my release radar often. My buddy Gordon said. For a while, metalcore artists such as Caliban, such as those people, have been targeted. So had a lot of artists with single word names such as Swans, Asia, Standards, and Gong, because those are easy to guess and easy to reproduce names. A new album would appear on an artist Spotify page bearing the name but no similarity to their music. Sometimes, as with the fake health albums, they would disappear after a few days. Other times they would linger indefinitely, even against the artist's will. Yeah, because their last album is in 2017 and this LA is releasing. This shit don't look nothing like in the same vein or art style as the other shit they made. It's super weird, says Marcos Mena, Standards led songwriter and guitarist. I thought, oh, this is something Spotify will take care of. No, they will not. After all, because I've even had problems with Spotify fucking up my own credits and stuff like that in the past, and I had to contact Spotify and get that shit rectified, and it was a bitch and a half. The Spotify, because, alright, so some stuff will have to be fixed by your music service distributor, which, for example, in my case, is DistroKid, or if you have a label, and then some stuff you have to go to Spotify for, but sometimes you have to go through both both of them to get things done, which is fucking annoying because now I gotta communicate with one person to communicate that I've communicated with another person, but each of them are saying you gotta reach out to the other one first. Well, if I gotta reach out to you first and I gotta reach out to you first, the fuck you want me to do? Press send for both of y'all niggas at the same time? Like that? That's not feasible. So it's a bitch and a half sometimes. It's a bitch and a half sometimes, even when you do assume that Spotify should do their fucking job and take care of it. After all, Standards has a verified artist page. That doesn't mean shit. Verified artist page means that either you're working with a very well trusted distributor that has verified your account's identity, whether it be through email, ID, whatever the fuck, or that you're working with a label. That verified page doesn't mean shit. I have like 100 monthly listeners and my fucking page is verified. So that check mark, this is not Instagram before 2020. That shit don't mean a damn thing. After all, but when it's spelled wrong again, a fake album was spotted on the 26th of September, it didn't budge. Mena emailed Spotify to tell them there had been a mistake. The streamer responded 2 weeks later on the 8th of October. It looks like the content is mapped correctly to the artist page. If you require further assistance, blah, 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 blah. As of the 8th of November, the Fake Standards album was still right there under the band's verified blue checked name. It was finally removed on 3 days later on the 11th of November. That was upsetting to me because if you have ears, you can definitely hear it's not our music, Mena told Elizabeth. It's definitely a bummer because we did have a new album come out this year and I feel like it's detracting from that, which I would be mad as fuck about too. Because even look right here. Well, after I read this quote, what if someone came to a concert where Standards was opening for another band, went to Spotify to check out more tunes and listen to the fake album instead, which is a valid thing because whenever I perform or go to open mics and stuff like that, I tell people to go to my Spotify. Imagine they go to my Spotify and they see some bop music going beep boop 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 beep boop 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 beep boop 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 boop, and they go, yo, what the fuck is this? And they're not hearing my actual music. I'd be pissed off. And even look at this. Look at the way, the art style, the naming scheme and whatnot of these albums. Fruit Island, Fruit Galaxy, Friends, all by Standards, right? This shit got some purple and green generic aesthetic with a fucking bet. What is that? Compared to these three that look like wonderful, well worked on art. Just get that shit off the screen. Wonderful, well worked on art. This shit don't match. One is not like the other, nigga. One is not like the other. To me, this all raises an obvious question. Fucking why? The whole process effectively works on an honor system, which honor systems are cool when you're using them with like a few people. But whenever a system involves thousands of people and involves stuff that include making money or feeding people or people's livelihoods, that shit don't work no more. You gotta stop cutting people slack as much as it sucks. And for something like that, the Fake Standards album, this is where the problem begins. How much longer is this article? Jeez, this shit long as hell. I'm gonna read like one more paragraph and I'm gonna read the rest of this shit off screen. To understand how this works, you need a sense of the mechanics. Streaming, okay, yeah, that seems like it's gonna get into some very, very, very technical stuff. Yeah, if you want to read into the more technical shit, you can go read this article on your own time. But yeah, just to let y'all know, if y'all seeing some weird shit on your timeline, Spotify has finally started getting hit with the AI bullshit plague. I mean, please move it. Please. There you go. Now move that over there, please and thank you. I was gonna have a longer conversation about how not every show needs to last forever, and I do care about Euphoria enough to have that type of conversation, but I'm tired. I want to play Astrobot. I want to play Astrobot. Y'all already heard me have this conversation before. Not every game needs to last 100 million, billion, trillion, quintillion fucking years. Not all these games need to last until infinity and beyond. Let it fucking go.